Hey everyone, welcome to another video by Pythonpool. In today's video, we'll be designing a QR code for a secured PDF which we will secure with the password and upload it to a Dropbox. So our demo program will be like this one, where we want a text from the user, like user will enter anything, hey, how are you, and we want the password to that PDF, like let me say 123445. And once we click this generate QR button, it will generate a QR code and a link to the Dropbox where that PDF would be stored. And once we will scan this QR, it will redirect to that Dropbox and our PDF will be shown there. To test now, let's copy this link and see it in a browser. Let's paste it here, and if you could see that this is a password protected PDF where I enter the password which I submitted, and the moment I submit, it shows us the text. Okay, so we will be seeing the program today which will define a PDF which will contain the text which we gave to the Python program, design a link for that, and from that link it will design a QR code. So once you scan that QR code, it will redirect to your Dropbox, and once you enter the password, you could see the PDF. Let's see how could we do that. Let me create a file. Let me close this one. Let me create a file, name it as practice.py. And once I created the file, first decide the steps we would take to design this program. In this file, we'll create GUI. First, we'll create a GUI to handle user requests. What GUI will do? It will handle user and provide user interface. This would be our step 1. And once we create a UI, we'll create a main file, mainfile.py, where we will decide the console of the program. You could say a head of the program, which will control all of the program, how to generate the PDF, how to generate a QR code. It's just a link. It will be a simple file containing not too much of the code. We will see that and I'll explain that. Then we'll create a QR code generator file. Let's name it as qrcode.py, which will generate the QR code. And once the QR code generated, it should use a link to generate the QR code. So we will create one more file, qrlink.py, which will create a link for the QR code. Then we'll see a file pdf.py, which will make the PDF out of the text, and once we are done with this, I don't know why. Okay, let's do this one, which will make the PDF out of the text. And after that, we will create a share.py file which will upload that PDF, upload it on Dropbox, and would share the link of the Dropbox. In this video, we will do these 4 steps, because writing too much of the code would be very tedious in single file, and making the video long would not be so much interesting. So we will see this whole code in two parts. In the first part we will do these 4 steps, and in the second part we will do the remaining. So let's start with first step, creating GUI. So in this file I'll create a GUI, and for the creating GUI I'll use tkinter module. So let's import that one. Import tkinter as tk, from tkinter tk, from tkinter import star, and once you import that, from tkinter import message box to once again to create a nice user interface. And once more we'll also import the function which we will define in this main file.py to create a QR code. So let's import that function. I have decided the name for that function and we'll be using that. So from main file import start would be the name of our function. Let's create a UI. Let's create a instance of our tkinter window, tk, and let's terminate that instance, root.main loop. Once we are done with that, we are ready to create the window. Okay, so let's create window. Let's give it a title. So root.title, I'll say secure QR generator or secure QR anything. Once we give a title, it should have a geometry, of course, root.geometry. Since we have much stuff in our GUI window, I'll give it 1080 cross 1080, and of course a background color, root.config, have a background color. I'm so obsessed with black, so I'll use black. Okay, so let's see how our window looks like. Python practice.py. Okay, no module, no name, main file. Okay, we haven't decided the main file yet, so let's comment it out from here. Let's see how it looks. It looks like this. Perfect. We'll be designing all our front-end stuff in this window. Let's go close that and start designing the front-end stuff. I'll be designing all the front-end stuff in a widget, in a function, create widget function. It improves our code readability and of course its execution speed. This would be the function. So let's define this function, def create widgets. Okay, what we want first of all introduction label in our window. So first of all, give it a label. Let's name it as intro text 1. I'll give 2-line description of our application. So let's name it 1. Create a label to where, label to root. It should have a text give something, welcome to our application or welcome to secure QR, and of course a background color to show it, because we chose the background to be black. I have decided the color. You are free to decide your own. D579. And of course when we decided a label, we need to decide its place using the grid function. So intro text 1.grid. It should be in the second row, but should be in the second column. Should have padding from the y-axis of 7 pixel and padding from the x-axis of, let's say, 14 pixel. It makes the text to be centered. And once you have created this label, we need one more label like this. Let's copy, paste it here. One more label, let's name it 2. Okay, so we have created the label, we have changed the text. Of course, we need to change this text. Let's give a description. This allows you to create a secure PDF and generate QR for it. It depends on you what you want to write here. And of course we need to change its position. Let's make it in a second row, in the first column, and should have padding. Okay, we are perfect with this one. Okay, we have decided the introduction of our application. Let's see how it looks. Perfect. So now let's design how will our entry label and entry text label, password label will look. So let's design a label for entering the text. Let's name it as text label. It would be a label, of course, label to where, label to root. Should have a text. Give it anything. Enter the text you want, and of course a background color, the same color. And once you have decided the label, we need to decide its grid. Text label dot grid should be in the third row and should be in the first column. Oh, row equals to 3 should be in the first column. So column should be equals to 0 and should have padding from the y-axis, that is 7 pixel. Why am I writing short fonts? Pad X. It should have 30 pixel of padding from the leftmost part. Okay, let's see how it looks. Perfect. And we need to design a entry point here for this one. Perfect. Let's design an entry point. Goes to a root reference, text entry. Let's name it 1 because we need 2 entry. That is an entry point. Entry point to where? Entry point to root. Should have width. I'll give 65 pixels. Should have a text variable because what we enter we need to pass everywhere. So we need a variable to store that one. And I'll name the variable as output. And once we decide the variable, we need to decide its type. So our output would be of string var type. And after deciding the label, let's decide its grid. It should be in third row. Of course, row equals to 3. Column should be the next to this label, so column should be 1. And I want padding from the y-axis to be 7 pixel. Perfect. And once we have decided this entry point and label, we need one more entry point and label. Let's copy this, paste it, and change everything. It is a text label, then I prefer it to be password label. Password label. Enter the text you want, enter the password you want. It should be in the next row. Should have the same padding. It should be in the next row. Should have the same padding, and it should have second name, and text variable of course should be different. Let's name it as passW. And once we have named that, we need to define that. It should be in string var type. Perfect. I think we need a button here to download that or generate the QR. So let's name it as gen button. Should be a button. Button to where? Button to root. If it is a button, then it should have a text. Text should be anything. So generate QR. And of course the button has command. Let's leave it blank right now because we don't have any function for the command. Should have a width. Let's give it 15 pixel and should have a background color. I have decided my color. Once again, you are free to decide your own. 05 E8 E0. Perfect. Design a grid for that one. genbut.grid. It should be in the 5th row. Should be in the first column. Sorry, second column. And padding should be 7 pixel as. Okay, let's see how it looks. Perfect. Where is the text? Okay, we are missing something. What are we missing? We had a text label. Enter the text you want. Enter the password label. Where is it? Okay, when we copy that, we didn't change this text label.grid, so our password label doesn't have a grid right now. So we need to change this password label.grid, and if we run once again, here it is. For this file, our last step is generating QR. Okay, so we need to activate this button. So in order to activate this button, we need to define a function. And of course, when you saw the demo, you saw that once the QR is generated, the whole bunch of text and labels show up. So we would be deciding that text and labels in this function. We would be deciding that front end stuff in this function. So let's name it as show QR. So once we decide our front end stuff, we would decide in this function. So let's create first label to show the text. Label to where? Label to root. It should have a text. Text what? Text could be something that scan the QR, scan the given QR. Okay, it should have a background color as, of course, the same background color. And after creating this label, we have to create its grid. Should have a row of 6th row in the column, first column. Should have a padding 7 pixel from the top, and should have padding from the left should be 30 pixel, left or right both. And once we are done with this, we need to generate QR, and for that one we'll call our start function. We decided a start function in the main file, so we will call that function and it will give us the link for the QR. So we'll call the start function, and what we'll pass? We'll pass these parameters, these text, output text and password text. So let's pass. How will be passed? Output.get. This is the first argument, and the second argument would be password.get. Pass that one, it will give us the link, and our photo would be saved at a specific place. We will not generate a QR code here. QR code pic would be generated by another program, another file. So our file would be there. we just need to import that photo here, import, or we will show this photo here. So what we'll use, we'll be use photo image function for that, and we'll define the file. File should be at QR store. Go to QR store, enter it by what, enter it by this, and search for QR image, and it should have an extension of BMP. So that QR picture should be stored in this photo, and we will create a label to display this picture. So let's name it as QR pic. It should have a label to where, label to root, and it would have image would be equals to photo. So our QR pic image would be equals to photo to show the image. And once we have created the label, we need to create its grid. QR pic dot grid, row equals to 6, column should be the first column, second column, padding from the top should be 7 pixel, and padding from the left padding should be 30 pixel. And once we are done with that, we need to show that link label. What we'll show? We'll show the QR code, and we'll also share that link. So let's display that link. Let's create a label for that link. Share text, should have a label to where, label to root, of course. Should have a text should be, or copy the given link. Scan the QR code or copy the given link. And now should have a background color, hashtag C, Control V. Perfect. And once you have decided this label, we need to decide its grid. Share text dot grid. It should be in the 7th row, should be in the first column, should have padding from the top, that is 7 pixel, sorry, pad Y, 7 pixel, should have padding from the left and right, should be 30 pixel. Perfect. Now we need to show that text box which will contain the link. So let's create a text box. Share link, text box, and where to root should have a width I'll give 60 pixel, should have a height, I'll give 2 pixel. And what we want to insert in this text file, we want to insert our link in this text file which we got here. That link we want to insert here. So share link dot insert up to the end what, link. And once we have decided this, we need to decide its grid. Grid to where, 7th row, column should be first column, and should have pad Y 7. And after all that, we need to message the user that hey, your QR code is generated and stored at this place. So we'll use message box for that. Message box show info should have a success as title. Hey, QR code generated at QR, this path which we gave here, QR store to QR image dot bmp. And once we are done with that, we are done with this file. Now we'll create another file called main.py, main file.py, which would be the head of all the files. And what we'll do in this file, we'll import another file, that is QR generator. So QR generator, let's write it here, QR gen, and let us make it commented, as we don't have this file right now. So we have imported this, we need to define function. And which function? That start function which we imported here. So let's now uncomment that one, because we have a file which have a start function. We're not gonna run this file until we define a full logic, because it will not show us the output. So let's define this start function. This start function, what it is taking, what we are sending here, we are sending an text that what user wants in a PDF file and a password. So let's receive here a text and a password. And once you receive that, what you're gonna do, you need a link, right? So you need link and pass those parameters to QR gen, which we imported there, QR gen, and we'll also define a function there. So let's name that function as generator or generate. Once I'll finish this program, I'll explain the code once again from the start, that you will understand the logic for the code. And once we got the link, we need this function to return the link. That's it from the main file. Now let's design QR gen file. Let's code a QR gen, same name as we imported, qrgen.py. And what we want in this, we want to import QR code to generate the QR code. It will generate the QR code, because as we see in the password.py, what we saw that this file would generate the QR code. And for generating the QR code, it will also need the link. So it will also refer to the link generator.py, this file, qrlink.py. It will ask the link for that one. But one important stuff we'll do in this file, what we'll do, we'll generate the QR code from this link. So import that, which file we want, QR link. So import that file, QR link. And let's comment it out right now, because we don't have that file. And let's define that function. Which function we used in the main file? Generate function. So let's define the generate function here. So generate, and what it is getting? It is getting a text, it is getting a password. Once it wants the link from another function which is inside the link file. Let's name it as gen and pass this text and password. And once we got the link, what we are gonna do, we want to make QR image from that link. So we'll call the QR code function which we imported and make a QR code from the link which we will get from the link generator.py. And once we are done with that, we will save this file. Save to where? Which path we gave in practice.py. Remember this path? This path, we want to save our file this path. Let's see how could we see that. Let's just copy it from here. This is the path. Control C and we save to here. Perfect. And once we are done with that, we would like to return the link, because we also require the link for that Dropbox to access the Dropbox in PCs and Windows and iMac systems. Okay, so we are done with the QR generator py. Our last file for today is this QR link, which will generate the link. So let's generate one more file, code QR link .py, and once we code that, we will import the PDF file, which will make the PDF from that text. And once PDF file, we will import that one, and we will also import a random module which is already present in Python, and we will see what we do with this random module. First, design the function which we called there, that is gen function, and what is the parameter once again, that text and password. Okay, we'll create a unique ID for every link, and for creating that unique ID, what we require random function, random.choice, and we will give the range in which we want the code. Let's give it between 1 to 1000 and 1 lakh. Anything you can give, it will decide its own. And once you are done with this, you need a URL to that PDF. So calling that PDF file, and I'll make a function like make PDF there, and what we will pass, once again, we'll pass text, we'll pass this unique ID, and we will pass the password. So our PDF would be generated will contain this text, will be secured with this password, and will have a unique ID between this range of numbers. Perfect. And once we are done with that, we will return the URL. We'll return the URL. Perfect. So that's it for this video, and from the next video we'll design the PDF file. Let's comment it right now. We'll design the PDF file, and we'll also define this share file. These two files we'll be designing in the next video. We'll see the logic behind that. These two files will contain actual logic, which will make the PDF, upload the PDF to the Dropbox, and provide the link to that Dropbox, from which link we will be generating the QR code here, and we'll be saving this QR code. So every main logic of our program would be lying in these two files. That's it from this video. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.